Do you realize now, like growing up, like how different or special this situation was?
Yeah, I realized that my parents did like a lot for me.
Bro, trust me, you've done a lot more for your parents than they have done for you.
You're right now 12, 13 years old, if I recall.
12, yeah.
Like, was there a moment that you're like, oh, what we're doing as a family is different than other families?
Yeah. I like realized when like people recognize me and they're like, hey, you're Ryan. I just realized that we were famous off of it and that it was a thing that people didn't normally do.
The way he looks at his dad like, did I say this the way you wanted me to? I feel sorry for the poor kid. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, this is Ryan Kaji, and he is the richest kid on YouTube. He's actually richer than Heisenberg himself. I'm not even kidding. His net worth is estimated to be around $100 million, putting him at number 4 in the top 10 richest YouTubers in 2024. He even has Jake Paul and PewDiePie beat. You might ask, how did he get so rich? Well, mostly from doing videos like this.
Hey guys, pretend playing as Red Titan. What is this? A Red Titan comic book and blank pages? You know what that means. I have a great idea. I'm gonna write my own Ryan's World comic book.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out that he is basically a cash cow for his parents. I mean, making almost $50 million by the time you're 7 means that whatever you make, you can't really spend or even care about spending. That's all fine. Look, but now that he's older, it's obvious his parents are just milking him for more and more money. I mean, I don't think he personally chooses to do these types of videos now that he's basically a teenager. I mean, do you? Come on.
Ryan, I'm also curious, you're on track to be a teenage billionaire doing YouTube. But I remember being your age and just changing my mind every day in terms of what I wanted to be when I grew up. You know, I wanted to be an astronaut, then I wanted to be an NBA player. I'm curious, like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be like an animator. I think it's really fun to do because like the drawing and then like at the end you get to see the whole thing and see what you've like worked on the whole time. And like sometimes I can see like the drafts first and then after I can see like the full thing. And it's really cool to see how it changes over time.
Look at the way the poor kid talks. He thinks about each word he says before he actually says it. He's either got some really bad social skills or he's been told what to say and what not to say by his parents beforehand. Whichever one it is, it's bad either way, to be honest. It's definitely on his parents. Ever heard of stage moms, people? Pageant moms? Look, I get letting your kid do his little toy reviews and stuff when he's at the right age, and you're making millions off of him. Great, you have the best luck in the world. But he's all grown up now. Let him do what he wants to do. You've literally made $100 million on his back. The rent can't be that high.
You're on track to be a teenage billionaire. How much does Ryan get to keep of all this?
Oh, be careful, Ryan.
Exploiting your kid for money just seems wrong to me. Hey, that's just me. Especially when you've already made generational wealth and you essentially came from nothing. His mom was arrested for shoplifting at JCPenney. Not any place fancy, JCPenney. In Houston back in 2002. So it might make sense for some why they're milking Ryan so hard now, but come on, I don't care who you are. $100 million is $100 million. At a certain point, you just gotta know when to walk away. Step back from the gambling table and go, let's quit while we're ahead. There's no way it's not enough for them.
What we made in 1 month was way more than I could have made in a whole year. Yeah. You know, so even that was the risk we're willing to take because even if the YouTube thing didn't work out, we still have the backup saving that we got from YouTube to try to, you know, keep us going while we go back to our regular jobs, you know, so.
Taking a quick look at his channel, his views have dropped significantly compared to the years when he was actually a child. And that's normal. What 6-year-old would watch a 13-year-old play with and review toys for kids? It's like the age version of the uncanny valley effect. Look, like I said, it's obvious his parents parents are milking him dry, getting the last drops of content out of him that they can. I hope they don't force him to do toy reviews when he's 18. He's kind of already missed out on his childhood, seeing as he started doing content when he was 4. Let him have his adolescence at least.
How do you think about the future of Ryan's world and your business and your family?
Right now, I feel like we're at the tipping point where like the movie it's a great moment, and then from there, we wanted to kind of step aside and think about what we want to go. Ryan's turning 13 years old this year, so he's turning teenager. So we're thinking about, do we want to introduce something like that align with his age, like more aligned to the preteen demographic, or we want to stay on with the going more for the animation. That's something we're kind of debating right now.
Here's a crazy idea. How about you let him decide if he wants to do any of this or not? I'm willing to bet he wants a break from it. I mean, he goes to school, he does his homework, then he does these videos. When does he actually have time for himself? Just to, play Roblox or something, something age appropriate? Tell me in the comments below, do you honestly think he enjoys doing this at his age? And what's going to happen to him in high school?
He might not think, I don't know how he feels about college, but we have expressed that that's the goal that we want for him, is to attend college.
Yeah, ultimately he decides, and we never
yeah.
really push him to do anything that he doesn't want to do.
If that were the case, you wouldn't let him do videos like this at his age.
199,998. 999,999. 1 million. Morning workout complete. I'm ready for superhero school.
Anyway, whatever they're still making from this content cannot be worth getting bullied over and getting traumatized about. These kids are gonna eat him alive. And I really hope they don't just homeschool him his whole life, just shove him away to keep generating cash and never gain any social skills. His social skills seem bad enough as it is. Imagine him when he's 16 and wants to talk to girls. Recipe for depression right there. It's not gonna go well. Also, there's no way they blew through that 100 million already, right? I hope not. If they did, I don't think whatever they're making off Ryan now is gonna save them. They'd be better off just getting a good financial advisor, putting some of that money into mutual funds.
People creating wealth, and I feel like you guys have created generational wealth. How do you think about the future of that as a family?
Managing this scale of the business, this scale of the finance. So when we first saw the initial success of the YouTube, that was like the first thing we kind of learned, how to manage assets for our kids and then for his future kids. So trust fund and then multiple different the wealth management groups.
Being blinded by greed is one thing, and hey, who hasn't been there? Even if it's just taking an extra hot dog at the picnic, we've done it. But doing what's best for your kid should be your top priority. Don't let Ryan get hit with the child star curse like so many others before him. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.